Now let us understand what kind of testing do we really require to do in e-commerce testing. What kind of testing we do normally in e-commerce testing? Let us understand. I'm going to go in detail about what all the different types of e-commerce testing we'll be doing to ensure that we deliver the right quality of the product to the customer. So let us understand. The first one is the compatibility testing. The compatibility testing, if you can understand, because you think about Amazon or a Flipkart. So Amazon, it doesn't just work for Chrome browser. You can work on Firefox as well. It can work on Safari. It can work on your mobile browsers. It can work on any browser which is on the earth. Again, each different platform browser will have its own different versions of the browser. That is where the biggest challenges comes, especially the e-commerce application, the different combinations of browser we should require to test. That's where the more challenges, more combinations of testing will happen, and more of a risk-based testing will happen. A lot of research will be done across the globe to see where is our end users who are going to access your application, which are the customer is coming from different places, who will be our users for this application. All the details they have to do a research, and they have to put the right strategy, right planning to ensure that we are going to do a right testing for compatibility testing. That is the number one testing normally, which is very crucial in web-based testing. The second is web page validation. Web page validation is nothing but, let's say, in a given a page, if you can see a right home page of home page of Amazon, there are a lot many elements will be there. So if you can see, we have a search box will be there, and we have a history of products which you already browsed earlier, or it is recommending some of the products for you on certain rows, and they will also show you what are the offers on the day, or what are the various deals are going on the day. Like that, so many things which displays different aspects in a home page. Now you should ensure that whatever the way we're trying to display it on the web page, you should display accordingly. If something is not working, then there is a issue is there in kind of representing or presenting in a page. Hence, we should be carefully testing on all the validations. All the validations. Let's say on the Amazon website, some images we are posting. If some images are posting which is not its own, it's copyrighted images of somebody else. If somebody is trying to post copyrighted materials, you can imagine what will happen. Every image, every link, transaction from traversal from one page to another, all the aspects you should test to ensure that it is doing its own job as per the requirement. You should not do other things. That is the first thing we should validate as part of the website page validations. The third is very crucial. User experience is a must. If your application, your web application or your web app doesn't have good user experience, if your application doesn't have good user experience, nobody will come and buy any product in your application, because it's not user friendly and they're not able to operate very easily. People doesn't want to come and struggle, and they spend half an hour or 1 hour finding lot of faults, and after that they wanted to buy. Nobody cares. They will try to go to the competitors world to see at least I can buy from some other competitor. Why I should spend my time and waste my time for unnecessary things? Nobody will have time also. Hence, user experience is very crucial, and you should not compromise anytime. So, which I already discussed, the validating the content. The content you should validate whether the right content is there, right picture is there, right link is there. All the aspects we should test it. And fifth point we should always test is think about Amazon. So Amazon, the main concept of e-commerce application means you should run up and running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All the time you should be up and running. That is the purpose of e-commerce. If e-commerce product, if it is getting closed after 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, you can imagine nobody will be coming to your website, because your website can be accessed. Your website can be accessed from anywhere, any part of the world. It is not just Amazon India, only Amazon India people will access. Even US people will access, Japan people will access, and they will buy it, and they will buy from there, and it will get shipped here. Because let's say some of the parents are in India, their kids are in US, their kids will buy in US and they'll try to send it to their kids in India itself. So that's why anybody can access your e-commerce application and they can order it. You cannot say I will be opening only for 12 hours a day, after that I will shut down my web application. It doesn't work. You should work seamlessly across 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You should work seamlessly. Then, sixth important testing type we normally do is failure recovery. Failure recovery is very important. In case, even if it get crashes, let's say when you are doing an order processing, when you are trying to order processing, let's say you buy 10 products and you put it in the cart and you're trying to enter all your credit card details, everything, then you press buy button or pay button. Now what happens? Let's say even if it is fails, if money is deducted from your account, it goes to Amazon or Flipkart, you should either revert the funding back to the customer, or your order processing should complete without having any challenges. So hence the failure, even if it is getting failure, even if it happens disaster as well, you should be able to recover very faster, and that is also validations you should make to ensure that we are recovering the things very faster. Then the seventh is, that is what I was talking about. No transaction should fail, and even if it is fails, you should recover very easily, including the payments, because money is involved. When your money is get when you your money is lost, we will come and buy some products in your website, and nobody will come just as if they have lots of money to buy something. They wanted to safeguard their money as well, right? By buying good things, and why they should come to your website, they can go to other website which they are doing good. Hence, the seventh test type of testing is also very crucial to ensure that even if it failures happen, it should be easily recoverable. Eighth, eighth language support, which is multi-language support. Think about India itself. In India, how many languages we have? We have Kannada, we have Tamil, we have Malayali, we have Marathi, Gujarati, you name it, Bengali, many Hindi. We have so many languages. People can access your application in any of their languages. We cannot say, I'm not going to provide access to your own languages. If you're not going to provide access to their own languages, then you may not have bigger business. If you wanted to grow the business, then you should be able to provide access and information in all the languages so that people can buy from using their own language. Let's say Marathi people wants to buy, he doesn't know how to read Hindi, then he will just prefer opening the web page in Marathi. Then by seeing everything, all the items in Marathi, and then you will go and buy it. So hence it is this kind of multi-language support will continue to evolve, and it will increase as well day by day as the mobile coverage, internet coverage is increasing. So multi-language support is also going to increase. Hence, you should be keeping in mind that you won't be just testing English. Your application should be capable of handling multiple languages as well.